Hey Board Game Maniacs, and thanks for joining me for another turn for this homegrown Aliens and Other Glorious Day in the Core bug hunt mission. You know, this is just in preparation so that when we are going to be playing the campaign on the channel, that we have the rules in. We are playing the rules as close as possible as we can to the updated rules and FAQs and so forth. It kind of was in videos previously. I'll try to put a link into that. So anyhow, we are starting off with turn 3. So again, this is the beginning of turn 3. You can see our camera angles are a little differently. It looks pretty cool. I try to change it up a bit just so that everybody can see a little bit more stuff that's going on and, you know, be close up and everything as much as possible. So that's why we're doing this. And I also got what's called, I connected a free cam. Woo! So with this free cam, if there's a hard shot, I'm just going to go in like this, because where we left off, you can see it's got a little bit of a hard shot, but you can see that Hicks and Hudson are by the crates to try and get some kind of better weapon than what they started with, is just the HK VP70 pistol. And you can see right here, you have Gorman here, because Gorman's been showing the Marines up. Spunkmeyer, new addition because of the 5x5. We're in the 5x5 expansion. Holy crap! And also too, as well as we got Ripley, which is here, and good old Vasquez, you can see, is right up there. My camera's kind of just trying to get a little bit more of a better angle. Oh, you heard that? That was part of the camera thing that fell down. So you can see there, Vasquez is right there. She already took out some aliens within the last turn, I think it was, and she has. Again, just a pistol. The only one with the upgraded weapons into this is none other than Ripley herself. She's got the M418 pulse rifle. Other than that, there's no one else. So that's pretty interesting that we're going to be doing this. And no aliens are on the board here. We are at the start of turn 3, as said before. So the first person who's going to go is going to be Private Daniel Spunkmeyer, or he's going to tell somebody else to go first. And I think he is going to, he needs to get up there and help Vasquez a bit. So he's just going to go himself. But he has a couple of things on activation. So draw an endurance card. Then you may recycle any number of cards from your hand. So this is my hand pile up here. I just pile it there so I know which is which. And because I am playing kind of like a one-player, two-player game, so I'm just keeping these so these are readily available to any one of the Marines. I'm not saying, oh, this person had that. The only ones that they're limited to only use them is obviously their weapons that they have too as well, that you can see kind of right here. All of them are equipped with just the HK VP70 pistol, except for Ripley, like I said. Other than that, that is it. And again, where we're starting to go, Spunkmeyer said he's going to go first. And Spunkmeyer got a speed of 4, so he is... Actually, you know what? Spunkmeyer's going to be smart. He's going to try to barricade the first entrance, or the first spawn zone. And the barricade, he has to get his tech test. And Spunkmeyer's tech test is 6. So, rolled a die, and he got an 8. So that was pretty bad for Spunkmeyer. He's like, yeah, you know what? I tried. I'm not staying around anymore. Sorry, guys. 1, 2, 3, because the speed is 4. And he's going to, he don't want to block Vasquez, but he's right there. That's 4. So Spunkmeyer has done his 2 activations. It says end of activation. He has something too. You may discard. Oh, I forgot about the unactivation. Draw an endurance card. Then you may recycle any number of cards from your hand. So I totally whiffed that. So let's grab it now. You should have been done this first. But you had the event card. Let's see if we can get a better shot here. So, there we go. So this is an event card. Taking time to research. Choose a character to take a tech test. If passed, recycle 6 cards from each player. Recycle 6 cards. Then each player may draw an endurance card. If failed, discard 2 cards. So tech test, I got to discard 2 because we don't have a lot of cards into our let's go to the into our discard exhaust pile right now. If you can't really see that because it's off camera to a point. But, you know, I'll show it to you in a second. So I think we're going to play this because it is a cost 0. So this was during, again, Spunkmeyer's turn. So then you may recycle any number of cards from your hand. So these are all event cards, except for an equipment card, Commander's Comlink. So we're going to not recycle any from our hand, but because we're doing this, we're going to choose someone to do a tech test who has a really good tech, and it's Ripley herself. So Ripley is going to do the tech test, and she has a 6, she did a 5, she passed it. So if passed, we'll recycle 6 cards. Then each player may draw an endurance card. So I'm going to recycle 6 cards into this because, you know, that's a good start. Recycle 6 cards. So let's just bring it here. You can see, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we have 3 left into the exhausted card stack. So recycle these, go underneath the shuffle. I'm going to put that there. And this card that was revealed is going underneath there too as well. And we may draw a card, but we're not going to do the drawing card part. We're going to leave it like it is. And that was pretty much the beginning of Spunkmeyer's turn before he moved. Oh, that was Gorman that I moved. Oops. Sorry. Let's put you back, Gorman. We got to move Spunkmeyer here. Boy, I'm a little rusty, but I've only played this game 2 weeks ago. Anyhow, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Spunkmeyer would have just changed spots. Anyhow, so you can see that is Spunkmeyer right there. Let's go to see if we can get a better shot here. I think the way I got these cameras set up is a little kind of trippy, but you can see Spunkmeyer's here. He's in 2 views, which is pretty cool. And just so you can know, you can see there's another view I have. So this is kind of more of the upper area of the board as opposed to the lower area of the board, which is right here. And then I got one that shows this way and also the free cam. So that's pretty cool. I like that, and I like the way things are set up. Let me know again how you think, how you like this setup. But anyhow, let's go to a different view here, the top view. And Spunkmeyer, he moved up. And end of activation, you may discard 2 cards from your hand to recycle an effect or a hazard card on a Marine character, but nobody has hazard cards, and we have some cards in hand which are saving, so we're going to say that Spunkmeyer is done his turn. So Spunkmeyer is going to activate. Let's activate Hicks, because Spunkmeyer is a private. He gets to activate 1 person, so he's going to activate good old Hicks. So we're just going to throw the cube on Hicks's card just to let us know that he is activating. So Hicks is going to try to do a tech test to try and go through. Ooh. I can go through and pick whatever weapon because he wants to get his pistol, not his pistol, his pulse rifle too as well. But for Hicks to do that, he has to get better, equal or better than his tech. And his tech is 4. He's kind of low, so he's got to get a 4 or better. And he's got a 10. He obviously failed. Second time, he's going to do it again. And he's got a 3, so you can see that he has successfully passed. So, you know, I'm just going to go through the cards here and find the M4 pulse rifle. Excuse me. I am still not feeling too great. So I'm going to find the pulse rifle here. Come on, baby. There we go. We got the pulse rifle, but he can't equip it right now because resolve any on activation he didn't. He's a grunt though, so he can't kind of hold cards in his hand technically, but he can have a better weapon. So he is going to put this beside him. He don't have it yet because he has to wait until the equipped weapon phase for that. But he's just putting that. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna have that. So this crate is gone. So Hicks managed to look through that crate. And that was his 2 actions because, yeah. So that was the Marine activated for Spunkmeyer. After Spunkmeyer, so now it's on to Ellen Ripley. She says, on activation, recycle 2 endurance cards and draw 1 card. So it's not you may, she has to. So she recycles 2 endurance cards. Here's 2. So when they recycle, they go on the bottom. Just like this. And she has to draw 1, right? And draw 1 card. So she got a weapon. You can see there. Let's go to a better shot here. Yeah. So she's got a weapon, and it is the M40 grenade. This is awesome because the thing is Hicks, I should say, not Hicks, Hudson. Oh, Ellen Ripley, I'm getting completely confused here, sorry. This is on her activation, so she's got the M418 pulse rifle, so what she could do is this weapon can go in her backup, it is her backup, I should say, and it's a close, so this here can be shot after, including the same action for the M4 pulse rifle, which you will see, but it's not equipped yet because the problem is it costs 1 to equip, and she's not at that. Oh yes, she is. She can pay it because she reset aim dial for everybody. Everybody's at their reset aim dial anyhow, and then resolve all on action abilities, which she just did, and then it's equip endurance card. So if she wants to equip this M40 grenade, she has to get rid of 1 card. It costs 1 card. Now she can throw out a card from her hand, or she can throw out just a card from the endurance deck. So this, she's going to switch it out. She's going to discard this HK PV pistol. So she's going to discard that so that she can has these grenades, and it's going to be really cool, which you will see. So anyhow, that was just her on activation. So now she got to do 2 actions, and there's nothing really here, but I want to try to block that off. So I think Ripley, where she has a speed of 5, she's a little faster, 1, 2, 3, 4, and she has 1 action now to try and barricade. She has to do a tech test of 6, so we're looking at 6 or under, and she gets a 5. She definitely got a barricade onto that. So which will be really good is because aliens are going to have to roll a 5 or a 6 to break the barricade, unless you're one of them special aliens that are definitely added into this game. Oh no. So anyhow, that was Ripley's 2 activations, and then she has a passive. Once you're an exhausted card, chose a character within 4 spaces of Ripley. That character rerolls any failed defense rolls. But this door is closed, there's nobody here, so, and there's nothing in here, so Gorman, that passive, but you could use out of her turn too as well if she wanted to. But anyhow, she is done. She don't get to activate any Marine because she's a civilian. So now it is on to activating the rest of the Marines, like Gorman, Vasquez, and that's Gorman, Vasquez, because Hicks already activated, and Hudson got activated, so because he didn't activate. So let's actually do Hudson. So Hudson is wanting to do a tech test to try to see if he can get a better weapon. So his tech is 6. He's pretty good. He's a better techie guy. And tech test, and he's got a 7. So he failed his first action. He don't have any on acting abilities. Let's do another one. He's got a 10. So he totally whiffed. So Hudson's turn is done. And we are on to Gorman and Vasquez. So I think we don't want to go this way. And the reason why is because we have some turrets. You can see there, the turrets, you can see my finger here, that are lined up in this hallway. And the reason why is because when the aliens are going to move down and they're in line of sight, they're just going to rip them apart. I can't wait for this. This is awesome. But that's neither here nor there. So Hudson has just completely screwed his turn because he failed twice. He's really bad. I guess he's just stuck with that weapon for now. And what we're going to do now is, I'm just moving my camera over because we are going to jump over to the free cam. And we have Vasquez that didn't activate yet. We already have Spunkmeyer that did it. And Gorman, which is right here. So I think Gorman's going to go first. And Gorman is going to he's got a speed of 4. So this is 4, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This door is open, but I don't think he's going to stay there. I think he's going to actually move up again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to be out of the way, just in case something bad kind of comes down this way. But there's no spawn point, but there's a spawn point there that could spawn. So there are some possibilities that we could get some problems here. So anyhow, that was Gorman. He did his 4 actions. And now it is on Vasquez. And Vasquez's passive ability, all it is just so that she only has to exhaust 2 cards to use her big weapon, which she didn't do yet. So she wants to get up here because she wants to try and get some searching done. So her speed for Vasquez is 4, even though she's not carrying any heavy weapon yet. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. Now, unfortunately, Vasquez cannot do her any other action, because that was her 2 actions to get up where she is there. So I don't know what else is going to happen here, but we'll find out, because now we are going on to, because that is all the Marine phase done, and we are going to go on now to the Aliens turn. So I switched to have the better view here. So with the Aliens turn, activate Aliens. There's no aliens on the board, as you can see. There's only blips. So after that, we are going to activate blips. So let me grab the alien die. I have to move around here because it's the way they got my studio set up. My arms aren't long enough for this. So let's pick. It got to be the one to the closest Marines first. So let's see which ones are the closest blips. I don't see any in the lower quadrants at all. So we're good there. So the first one is right here. So this here is going to move 3. Remember, this door is still closed. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's do this quadrant right here. And they get to move suite 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one will just move up to there. I remember these two. Now, this quadrant here is going to move 3. So these 2 are not going to move. They already moved, so it's these ones. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Can't occupy the same one, so it has to move over 1. And that is all of the blip movement. And now we are on to the next step, and that is where we're going to do the alien phase. Not the alien phase, the motion tracker phase, sorry. And because we were playing, last time I was drawing 2 motion tracker cards because I was playing like a solo game, like or 1 to 2 players. So we're going to keep to that. This bug hunt mission may take a long time because I totally forgot. I'm sorry about this. I should probably talk about that. So pretty much what it is that I put out to everybody in the community, the Board Game Maniacs and so forth, for oh yes, I was focusing on how everybody wants to see this game. And what happened is, turned out that most votes were they want to see like a 40-minute video or a 2-turn video, but they don't want to see like the whole thing where it just shows all the highlighted stuff. So this is what we're doing, is because this game was voted on, and thank you for everybody who voted, like commented, or also send me emails too as well at BoardGameManiacs@gmail.com, just so everybody knows, like, do you know what I mean? Like, where you can get a hold of us, because that's kind of important. I think it is anyhow. So anyhow, back to the game. I was just messing around with the color temperature here for some reason because it just looks a little darker when I use the free cam, but I think it's supposed to be like that. But anyhow, on with the show. So as I was saying, we are onto the motion tracker. We're going to draw 2 of them. So let's go to the free cam. And you can see here at the free cam, we are going to draw the first motion tracker card. And it's a low level. It only has two dots on it. It says false alarm. So hey, I'm happy with that because we can exhaust that one. And then we're on to the second one. This one here is a medium threat level. So this here could be a little worse. Overwhelming horde. It's 2 blips on spawn point 3. Each character in line of sight of 1 or more aliens must discard 1 card. So it says 1 or more aliens, not blips, because we don't have any aliens on the board anyhow, but it's spawn point number 3, and we know spawn point number 3 is all the way back there. So let's just go to the other camera, and we're going to jump over there to spawn point number 3. So I'm just going to discard this. I got to get up. I got to move around. I'm getting exercise in anyhow. So I get to grab 2 and put them here. So not in line of sight, and definitely not in line of sight. So nothing big happened there, but at least we got more aliens on the board, which is probably going to turn to a really ugly bug hunt that I can see that's going to go on here. Anyhow, that is it for the alien phase. for the last part, which is drawing motion tracker, which is step 3. And then we're on to the finishing phase now. And with this finishing phase, I'm just going to switch camera angles, just, you know, because why not? So at the finishing phase, resolve any finishing phase effects. We do not have any finishing phase effects to resolve. Check for victory or defeat conditions. We got to go through the whole motion tracker deck, which is a lot to go through. I could have made it easier by just reducing it to half to make it a shorter videos, but you know, why not? We're just going to keep it like this because we need the practice for sure. The Marines need to practice, and we don't want to see Sergeant Maniac anymore give some shit to the Marines for doing such a bad job. So if you did like Sergeant Maniac and you want to see more, comment below too and let me know too. So, oh, that 450 is supposed to stay like that because these turrets did not shoot whatsoever. Sentry guns, I should say. So anyhow, that is it for this turn, which is turn number 3. Let's see if I can set into, there we go, turn number 3. So we are going to go on to, crap, can't even turn it, turn number 4. We have both Gorman and Spunkmeyer that is into some trouble because 2 swarms of 3 aliens snuck up behind them when they weren't even paying attention. And also too as well, we have Vasquez here. She's in a good spot. She could turn around and start taking care of some stuff because she could do defensive fire. And if you keep looking down a little bit more here, you can see we have that barricade is still barricaded. We have Hicks made his way over here because he is in line of sight in case something wants to pop out there if they break through the barricade. And over here we have Hudson, Great Hudson, and he's just kind of chilling for now. Up here you can see the pile and pile and pile of the what's going on? It was whacking out again. It was, sorry, camera. You can see the blips there, and that's why we have the 2 sentry guns exactly where they're. We already seen the power once from these sentry guns. It was 2 dice rolled, you discard the highest, and then you reduce it, and it was 50 shots for that one. So that's pretty impressive. And that is where we're at. So, you know, we're all caught up, hopefully.